Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Orzhov Control. So again, I'm going through the whole crime spree this week, so I had to try black and white, which is Orzhov. Unfortunately, there's no good crime cards in Orzhov at all. The only card that I could think of putting in this deck was Bandit's Hall, which takes me back to an older Orzhov Control deck that I tried out as soon as the Thunder in my Junction was released. So this is not that bad of a deck. I would say it hard counters Boros in the way that it's teched. We got 4 temporary lockdown, we got 4 board wipes and 2 sunfall and 2 deadly cover up. We got a lot of life gain, we have a lot of removal. We even have March for their little artifact tokens that they want a gleeful demolition. So it looks like it hard counters Boros, but guess what? It doesn't. That's the dumbest part about current metagame, because even if I have all the deck teched against Boros, they go first, they still get their Night Errant on us, and we still die by their burst. So just dumb. This is the dumbest meta I've ever played in. And it's unfortunate because, the 3-year rotation has really ruined the meta, because everyone can play a super aggressive deck, or they can play a super control heavy deck, and you really can't tech against both decks in best of ones. And so you're just going to kind of play your own style and hope that your opponent does not get the best draws ever. But still, this deck does have its own numbers, right? It's a pretty good deck to play by itself because of all the synergy that it has. It's almost a super friend deck by the amount of planeswalkers we have in this deck. So let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, we have 4 March of Otherworldly Light and 2 March of Wretched Sorrow. So you might think this is not an early game card because it costs X, but basically, these are our only early game cards because we're going to pitch a bunch of things to these if our opponent's aggro, and we have to get the board tempo down. Right, so this is why we have 6 March counting as early game. Of course, we also have 4 removal in 2 drop in terms of 2 Get Lost and 2 Go for the Throw. Go for the Throw can kill any non-artifact creatures, whereas in Get Lost can kill any creature, enchantment, or planeswalker, but they'll get their map tokens. Don't worry about the map tokens. We got 4 temporary lockdown to lock all of them down on turn 3. Along with that, we also have 2 Liliana for getting our opponent's hand, 2 Phyrexian Arena to boost our hand, and 2 Bandit's Hall to kind of ramp ourselves a little bit better. But also, whenever we target or whenever we commit a crime, we get to put a Bandit, what counter was it? A loot counter on this. And then when we remove 2 loot counters, we can draw a card. So it's a steady card advantage. Not that good, but steady, right? It goes a little bit longer against control matchups or even just board tempo matchups. Then on the 4 drop, we got 4 Wandering Emperor, of course. Wandering Emperor is very good against almost all decks. And then we have 2 Sorin to continuously get card advantage. And also Lifelink. Then going to the 5 drop, we got the board wipes in 2 Sunfall and 2 Deadly Cover Up. And along with that, we have 2 Ashiok with a Manipulator, which can also get us board presence with a -2 and card advantage with a +1. We're never going to do the -7, but that's fine, right? Card advantage is all we need in kind of an Orzhov deck. And then finally, we go to the 6 and 7 drops. We got 1 Wandering Emperor and 1 Kaya the Intangible Slayer. What you may have noticed is that I cut Farewell in this deck. My idea is that Farewell usually just gets everything on board and everything in a graveyard. There's not really much we want to exile in a graveyard that we couldn't get from Deadly Cover Up, and there's not really much we couldn't get on the board, artifacts and enchantment bases, because we already have March and also Get Lost. So a 6 mana board wipe probably isn't as good as a 5 mana board wipe in this aggressive matchup. So I cut the Farewell, which I think is justifiable in a current meta game. Now, of course, one thing I did think about is cutting the Phyrexian Arena and just put 4 Bandit's Hall, but I want to try 2-2 to see which one performs better in this deck. But you can see this is a very control-heavy deck, so we're going to need a lot of lands, 26 lands total. We're going to have 1 Eiganjo, 3 Plains, so 1 Takenuma, 3 Swamps. We have 4 fast lands in Concealed Courtyard, 4 slow lands in Shattered Sanctum, 4 surveil lands in Shadowy Backstreet, and then 2 man lands in Restless Fortress. We can't afford too many man lands because we want to be able to use our lands for things, and we don't actually ramp lands in this deck, unlike the Green Crime deck. And then we have 2 Field of Ruins to blow up our opponent's lands. Of course, that also helps us get our plains or swamps out, maybe mana fix a little. And then we have 2 Mirrex to push the envelope against control decks. Or sometimes just burn. Play Mirrex and kill a burn deck is probably the most satisfying thing. Just keep killing them with mites while keep killing their creatures and gaining life. So that is our Orzhov Control deck. Let's look at the games. Alright, our opponent is Renzo. Lorenzo? No, just Renzo. Opponent goes first. Fourth time in a row, I think. I don't know. I lost count. But opponent always goes first. It's fine. Can we keep this hand? We have White March and get lost. So if we really need it. It looks like an aggro deck. Yep. Probably Boros, so I guess it's better to play this first. Doesn't really matter that much early game. He can Gleeful Demolition his Yoshin frontliner, I guess. He's not gonna. He can Gleeful Demolition the Clue now. Will he do it? Why would he not do it? Warden. Alright. that's a big ass board here. Guess we're just in it. Yeah, this is the problem with current arena, right? This deck is so fast that even turn 3 board wipe's not fast enough because they freaking always go first. Alright, Black March. Let's see what they want to do. Novice Inspector. They definitely have Night Errant at this point, right? If they don't Night Errant this turn, they lose. So, pretty sure they have it. To the top. Ah. Come on, make your place. Pathetic Boros players. Where's the mono red? Because mono red are more ingrained players. They know how Magic works. These are just new players that don't know how Magic works. They look at the top tier list and wow, 65% win rate. Let's just play this deck. And everyone just hard counters them and then they get salty because they're really bad at the game. I don't know. I'm just salty too. Come on, look at this rope. You want to attack? Alright, he attacks, which is kind of good for me, I guess. If he's attacking, it means he's not playing Night Errant. Down to 13. Draws with a clue. I did not see that coming. Alright, so that means he's tapped out. Let's put the Field of Ruin out first. I don't think I need a Mirrex mana. I may need 2 black for Liliana, so temporarily lock all these down. Inspiring Vantage. Cool tap land you have. Oh, you out of cards? You can't be out of cards. Come on. Alright, they could have haste speed things. Well, not haste speed, but you know what? It's fine. If they do, it is what it is, right? Let's everybody discard a card.
Happy to help. Drop it.
Resolute Reinforcement, that's the card I'm thinking of. They didn't have it. 5 mana, you want to play your Night Errant? I'll be happy to say hello to your Night. Yeah, there it is. Aw, you're gonna get 0 drops? You got Ornithopters in your deck? No Ornithopters, well. I guess your Night Errant has to go away then.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
What's the point of playing a Night Errant? War Leader's Call. That's scary. Do I want to march that? Yeah, I don't need to march it right now. Why don't we each discard a card?
I'm tired.
I'm not getting my land, so that's fine. Recruiter? Alright, you know what? I'll take the 3. Oh, I'll take the 1. Where was the attack going? Probably Liliana. I mean, pretty obvious. Kill your recruiter. I took the 1, but I gained the 3 lives, so I guess we'll call that a wash. Do I want to make him discard for no reason? Let me just play a Bandit's Hall. Sort of ramping myself. Aw, a tap land. You're still playing. Come on, get out of here. Alright, I'm not gonna draw lands, but that's fine. Not plussing Lily here. Just gonna draw lands like that? You're not gonna get anywhere drawing lands like that. There you go. Get out of here. Stupid Boros. You deserve to lose. Alright, our opponent is the Dr. Justin. Ew. The opponent goes first. We got 2 lands. 2 Emperors, 2 lands. Don't think I can keep this hand. It's a little bit too slow. 3 lands. Can't believe I had to put back an Ashiok. And our opponent's not aggro. Or sort of aggro, I guess. Go for the Throat does not hit this. Temporary Lockdown hits almost everything in the Simic deck, I think. So that's pretty good. Soldier Pet, probably a loser. Schooner. Alright, well, can't do anything about the Schooner, so we'll get him lost if he Schooners. That's about it. Tough cookie. Do we give him lost? Yeah, I guess we'll give him lost, right? Do I let him crew? I think they went first. So that means they don't have a land. Or they're missing a land drop. So, get them all out of here. Splitting off 2 lands. Now he got his 3rd land. Teething Wormlet. Something my Go for the Throw actually hits. Another Schooner. Alright. Do I want to march the Wormlet? I make him discard. How good it is to make him discard. I'll lose every card in my hand. Whereas if I just kill the Wormlet here. Okay, definitely playing the land, right? If I just kill the Wormlet here, he plays another creature. I'm in pretty much the same position. I can make him sack a creature. But that's not very good. I can march this. Oh, it's kind of tricky, huh? I can march the Schooner for 3, but I have exactly 3 mana here. Then you can make a creature and just attack with the Schooner. So I don't want to do that. I guess I want to pass turn. See what he does. Sentinel. Sentinel is scary. He's going to buff the Teething Wormlet. Alright. That means I killed the Schooner right now. has another land. I have another temporary lockdown. Cool. Well, if that's the case, I think I just killed the Sentinel, right? Let's see what he's gonna play next turn. If you use the map token on the Sentinel, I'll kill the Sentinel. Soul Cauldron. What does he have? Nothing. On either side. Alright. I can march this for 4. Or for 3. So that's not enough. Kill it in response. Is that a Spell Pierce? Oh man, if it's a Spell Pierce. It's not a Spell Pierce. I think it's just Agatha Soul Cauldron. Okay, it's gonna get bigger. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Maybe lock everything down again. Still have a removal. Kaisel Larcenist, I got nothing. He also has nothing. Go to my turn. That's a tap land. Liliana.
A fight?
Sacrifice a creature.
And you think you can win? Off you go.
Right, he's got 2 cards. I got 2 cards. See who's 2 cards better. A Wormlet. Not bad. Hard-hitting question. I guess I have to do it here. Kill your Wormlet. Now we both have nothing.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Not gonna use your map? That's interesting. He didn't use his map. I can keep plussing here, but it won't do much against the Siren. I'm gonna keep drawing lands, huh? I can plus. I go to 3. He pumps it. It attacks. Then it goes down to 1, and Liliana won't be able to make him sack. Right? The best case scenario is if he draws 2 lands. And that's what I'm gonna draw. And the best case scenario is the Spyglass Siren stays and we're in the same situation. So, you know, Liliana probably has to go.
I've always hated crowds.
Oh, he's got some sort of removal for my enchantment. He's thinking about which one to take out. What do they have for removal in blue-green? Oh, Boseiju. Alright, I guess we'll get a Backstreet. A Backstreet boy. He gets a lot of tempo on me. I get 1 march. Do I want this march? What am I gonna march? A tough cookie? I still get hit by the ginger brute. I can march the cookie, right? Does that take me anywhere though? I need a better draw than a march. I'm gonna regret this because I'm gonna probably die. Okay, actually Larry is something. This is gonna make a 4/4, so it'll kill Larry. Don't want him to kill Larry here. If I make 2 1/1s. I might be able to trade, not trade, but block the Ginger Brew. I don't know. I'm kind of tapped out this turn, so I need another draw next turn for any of this to matter. Top teching both Seiju here really fricked me over. There's the cookie. So to make that unblockable and all in attack on Larry. Yeah. Seems about right. Attack with a tough cookie. That's weird. Okay, well, I can draw a card here, right? That's definitely something I have to do. To draw a land. I'm gonna be top 2 lands. Okay, what do I put away? Put away March, keep Emperor. Put away Emperor, keep March. I can March the cookie. But Emperor is just so much value every turn. He's not gonna attack with a cookie, right? So this is 2. Alright, Ashiok should be able to live one more turn. Hopefully. I mean, he does have the glyph. Just name the card and he draws the card. He's thinking about using the map token, maybe? He is thinking about using the map token. Unfortunately, it's not what he wanted. It does give him a 5th land. He finally has 5 lands. I don't know if that's going to mean much. I have like 12 lands. Teething Wormlet? Oh, come on. That's a real good card. And a Cauldron? Dude, calm down. I don't know how to stop that. I only have 2 more temporary lockdown. I already used a lot of my March. 3 of my March. Can't block that. He's looking for a creature to exile, right? I don't have any creature. He has creatures. He has a bunch of creatures he can exile. Is he gonna do it and put that on Ginger Brew? Why would he not? There's a Wormlet. That's gonna be 2. Larry's at 1. I draw another. I get a land. Oh my god. Okay, I do get a lockdown. That's important. So we'll Bandit's Hall. We'll exile Bandit's Hall. I had to do that here. Temporary lockdown again. Does he run 2 Bosejus in his deck? Man. Alright. Another land! What do you know? Come on, Ashy Larry, don't fail me here. Alright, let's exile the Sunfall. This is a man land, so it can do stuff. Not that it matters, he has Demolition Field. Alright. Just name the card you need. Do we Wandering Emperor here to minus? I guess we do.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Just need to get a wide enough board to block his creatures.
May your blade strike true.
What? I thought that was the end turn. That was combat? Okay. Okay, that's not a dead card. Finally. Maybe I saw him first for the draw.
unspeakable instruct, my will must be obeyed. My ways are not for the weak.
Wow, okay.
This memory.
Can I play it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could play Kaya and take out his cookie. That's funny. Yeah, why not? Cookies are annoying. Is the last part a counterspell?
Get in, deal some damage, get out. Sounds easy enough.
Take out a cookie. You can. I don't think you can sack it, right? It's. You just came into play last turn. Does he have a removal on my 2/2? Oh, he's just got the Field of Ruin. See, I had to hold up to all those lands. You gonna kill my Field of Ruin? There's a man land right here. I don't know what that was for. Does he have a Spell Pierce? We could have just played it. Snakeskin Veil. Oh, okay. So that's what that was.
Let your blade do the talking.
Well, I mean, yeah, I did have a Snakeskin Veil, but I still have like 4 Planeswalker on him, so good luck. It's got 1 tough cookie. Make that into a 4/4. Where does the attack go? He has to send them both into something. Ashiok and Kaya. I mean, do you think I wasn't gonna block? Okay. What am I at? 10? Okay, it's a little bit scary. Let's go with the Ashiok draw first.
Such enticing thoughts.
He's got 2 lands. Let's see if he can. No. Do I lose Kaya here? I can draw 2 cards, and he gets a scry 1, right? But then I can lose Kaya here. Do I want to lose Kaya here? She's really good, but there's a tough cookie on board. So you have another Snakeskin Veil. That's the question. You know what, Kaya, you did your stuff.
I'll be back. There's nothing more the day you die.
I've got new moves to teach you.
Doesn't seem like he has much.
I made it just in time. I brought back.
No thanks.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Just gonna -7 on him. Is that 13 damage? GG. Get out of here, Simic. Alright, our opponent is ETB. Did you not get the memo? They've changed it to Inters. I don't know, I didn't just call it ETB. People probably can't read. Alright, we go first. So that's control deck. Not very good against control deck, but we got Lily. So let's hope. Hello. Cool bear. I don't have a pet. Your pet has a pet. That's not fair. Alright, Concealed Courtyard time. Not control? Oh, that's definitely a surprise. So, do I need a Restless Fortress here? I don't think I do. So, let's just play a Flames pass turn. We have Go for the Throw. Defeat Gleeful Demolitions. Do we go for the throw of Novice Inspector? I think we do. That way he stops him from playing a Nightmare. Doesn't have 5 creatures. Yeah, you might think that's dumb. Why did you do that? I'll show you. In just one moment. See, here's the thing. He's got nothing now. No cards. And he'll probably play a creature, which will die to Liliana. Oh, they're in Epicure. If he plays 2 cards though, Victory Pixie, what the heck? Yeah, I didn't see that coming. What a weird little play. Alright, so now we can delete. Make him discard his last card.
Nobody knows,
Discard
Dominic. I'm
Sunfall.
tired of your secrets.
That was a land. We play a tap land. Come after me. Liliana is not to be trifled with. He's using the blood already. Good for me. Oh yeah.
You couldn't be more annoying.
Alright, do I want to take out his Gleeful Demolition? I want to take something out, right? Do I want a Sunfall here? Or I can take out his Gleeful Demolition and get to look at his last card. Or I can take out the Pixie. No. I don't want to take out the Pixie. I want to take out a Night Errant. I can make him discard his last card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Oh, okay. Well. The Sanguine Evangelist is pretty scary. I think I'll take that out. I don't think the Pixie's as scary right now. He's got nothing. Right, he's got 4 Nine Errands, 4 Recruiters, 2 War Leader, Case, Resolute Reinforcement. Yeah, there was only 1 Pixie, so... Didn't want to play it. Then it's gone. It was a Resolute Reinforcement. Nothing I could have done.
Don't overthink things.
Oh man. Just don't miss a single draw. Gotta attack Lily. Right, you gotta attack Lily. Really? I can protect Liliana this way. You lose a creature either way, so I don't think that's that bad of a deal.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Yeah, right? I don't think that was that bad of a deal. Did they both attack Lily? Just the one, huh? What kind of trick did you have? What did you have in mind?
Of battle, then guided like water. You are not much of a roadblock.
A case. Would that have worked? I'm not sure. Anyhoozle.
We all have
Wait,
things
is that
we'd rather
Sokazen?
forget.
Yeah, that's out. Okay, so we'll just put a plus on nothing.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Let's get another recruiter. They're pretty devastating top deck. Okay. Night Errant is also really, really bad for me, but at least he's tapped out. So he gets 2 cards, but he has to discard one of them. He gets no cards. Alright, so did not expect that. Huh. I can kill his Night Errant right now. And I will. Now this.
Try not to miss me. I am almost sad to see you go.
You
Zachary
failed to
Fine,
entertain
I'll
me.
take myself.
I've always hated crowds.
You still in the game?
I'm not overconfident. We must protect the
Right.
people.
Now we can start building. You can get big, so let's go this way. You can go wide, is what I mean.
May your blade strike true.
Alright, so I have 4. I don't have 4 more for Restless Fortress. Whatever, you're out. Goodbye. Alright, our opponent is Kyle Drogo. I hate you, Kyle, already. The opponent goes first. We got Shadowy Backstreet, Concealed Courtyard. This seems to be a very common opener. And we're always against red. Well, I got a march. Might as well hold on to that. Maybe we'll get something. Felden. Do I march a Felden? I can march a Felden and then I'll have go for the throw up next turn. I have go for the throw up, so let's see if it works. Is it 2 Feldens? Just be killing Feldens in here. Rage the Swiftspear. Yep. Alright, Liliana with the tap land. I got Emperor for Emperor, so this could, you know, I could survive. Let's see. Another Scoundrel. Now it's looking harder. I mean, if he had a Kumano, I'm pretty sure he would have played.
I've learned much during
Feels
my
like I play with fire.
travels. Let me show you.
He's got 1 mana.
You're done.
It's probably a play with fire, right? But doesn't he want to fire that at my face? Yep.
I guess that's that. We must protect the people.
There's that play with fire. We'll do it again.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. My judgment is final.
Huh. Okay. I can lock this down and make a 1-1 or make a 2-2. I could Field of Ruin the Foundry first and still have a lockdown. Hope I don't ramp him. I didn't ramp him. Good enough. Alright. I have a blocker.
May your blade strike true.
See what he has. Scoundrel. Does he want to discard, or does he want to make a wicked roll and just trade? Does bring me down to 3. Doesn't trade. If he doesn't trade, do I soar in it? I could also Liliana, make him discard his last card. Oh, this is a tricky play, huh? Well, I'm doing it this way because I have a... I'm not attacking because you can block and I'll be at 3 and then Lightning Strike will kill me. So yeah, I could draw a land next turn and get 2/3 drops down. Attacks Sorin. See, Monster's Rage gave it +2, so it'll be a 4, right? Let's make sure it dies. Alright, so I don't think any of this matters. I guess I'll make a creature that lifelinks. I could Liliana and discard.
Deal this annoyance.
I'm gonna Liliana and not discard, right? Do I need a temporary lockdown for something?
When I win, you're telling
Probably
me
not.
what you know about the ring.
Let's see if I regret it.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Don't think I regret it, but still annoying. Definitely a nice top deck our opponent drew.
I've always hated
Huh. Seems to be a burn spell or something. No reason not to sling it at me. Is there any reason why he couldn't play that card? Oh, Monster's Rage.
Don't overthink things.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get much out of this if we keep drawing lands. Not even good lands. Kumano. Oh boy.
You're gonna regret that.
Okay. That's definitely a card.
Consider yourself fortunate. You can do.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Am I gonna be able to poison him to death? Soren's gonna give us the lifelink we need. For just a little bit. Oh, you top deck a land. That's unfortunate. I also top deck a land, so you shouldn't feel that bad. I want that life gain. Discard a card, please. I'll make another vampire.
To darkness I return. You will serve you well.
Alright, this is his last turn unless he wants to keep up blockers. Attacks my Liliana. I block? I don't know. I don't think it matters. Is Monster's Rage? Is it Frenzy? Play with fire? I mean, that's not going to help you. You're going to die to poison. Burn decks go burr. Hey, how come I don't get to attack through? GG. Not really. Red, I hate you. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, how did you feel about this deck? I played, I think, 8 games today and I won 4, so like 50-50, but it's been a really frustrating day, and you might have heard that kind of frustration in the intro because I've fought against I think 3 other Boros decks and they always gone first. They turn 1 play something, an Epicure or the Investigator, whatever it's called, and then they turn 2 they Lethal Demolition into Niner. Just turn 1, turn 2 every time. And I was on turn 1 and always had tap lands or didn't have a march. Just did not have interaction turn 1, you lose the game. This is, what are we, Legacy? This is just terrible matchups and terrible ways to go out against Boros. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna ban anything because Wizards are not known to be good at banning cards that people hate, and Wizards not known to balance the games anymore if you look at legacy matchups. So here is standards, right? And standards are still kind of fun, but you do have to watch out for Boros. And this deck, we ate 2 Boros. Now you can see that against the Boros matchups that we want, this is exactly what it's teched for. The temporary lockdown just locked everything down. And that's why there's 4 in the deck. We really need to make sure that our opponent does not get us. And everything else really just come back on the backswing. Now, we did get flooded in a few games, but there's 26 lands in the deck, so that's understandable that we get flooded. Now, there are card draws in the deck that is to help us prevent us from getting flooded, but we didn't really draw those every time. So there is a little bit more sort of fine-tuning that needs to be done. I think Phyrexian Arena can go. I really like this card, but it didn't really help in any of the games, and every time I draw it, against aggro, I just need to pitch it to March. Against control, I just feel like it's going to get countered. So Phyrexian Arena did not do what I wanted to do. Maybe you just cut it and just put 4 Bandit's Hall, or put like 2 Celestas and 2 Bandit's Hall. That might work even better, because a lot of times we are a little bit mana starved. March of Wretched Sorrow, I think it's good. It does gain us the life that we need, but we really don't have a lot of black cards to pitch to this Black March. What might have been better is to put in like a bigger board wipe, like 1 Path of Peril and 1 Farewell, or just 2 more Path of Perils. That all could help, right? But all the times that we've played through this deck, I feel like land draw has been not an issue, whereas in card draw has been an issue. So maybe we even cut a Wandering Emperor because it doesn't draw us cards, and put in more cards that do draw us cards, like Bandit's Hall, like Celestis. For Orzhov, right? Card draw is a little bit tricky, but there's a lot of fine-tuning that can be done, and we always have to fight against Boros, but also think about what happened against control matchups. That is how I feel about this deck, and that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.